These are practical steps that you can take to actually improve your YouTube game in 2025, become a better person in 2025. What's good? It's your boy Coach T, and welcome back to the Mud Talk Radio channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because if you're into fashion, sports, life, and culture, then you into this channel. Let's go. All right, so I'm back with another video today, man, and it is the first video of 2025 right here on the Mud Talk Radio channel, man. And so if you're new to the channel, Happy New Year. If you're old to the channel, Happy New Year, man. I hope that this year brings you everything and anything that you want, man, and everything that your heart desires, because I believe through hard work, we can all accomplish our dreams. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm bringing you today's video. In today's video, I'm going to tell you just a couple of things you can do here on YouTube specifically to up your YouTube game in 2025. Let's go. I had to write these things down because one thing that I did not do in 2024 was be organized. And I didn't do that in 2023, 2022, 2021. I mean, and you can just keep going all the way back to maybe about 8th grade. I think 8th grade, I was probably the most organized I ever had been in my life. You know what I'm saying? But that was 8th grade. And so we're going to talk about number one on my list. And as far as like level of importance, I don't think they're ranked any type of way, but I do all think that these are important. Let's just say that. So number one is you got to be consistent. You have to be consistent on YouTube. I learned that in 2024, when I was consistently growing. And the reason I'm saying this is because I know that on YouTube, man, it's so hard, man. If you put out a video and it doesn't really do well, that you automatically don't want to put out another video. Especially if you put out 50 videos and you haven't seen no growth. You don't want to do any more videos at all. You just want to quit, delete your channel. And I'm here to tell you that's not the route to go. You know, I think consistency is the key to success in anything that we do in our lives. If you look at eating right, working out, you know, from a spiritual level, praying and worshiping and things like that, I think consistency only strengthens the relationship, you know? And so when you're consistently on the camera, you may not be getting the likes and the views that you want, but guess who's getting comfortable on the camera? You are. Guess who's getting better at shooting your own footage and editing your footage? You are, because you're getting those reps under your belt. So regardless if you're getting the immediate gratification, the instant gratification from being consistent, from a likes and views perspective, you're getting better in other areas. And so I think being consistent right here was the first thing I wrote down, because it spoke to me right away. And I was like, man, I got to share this with you guys. So in 2025, if you're consistent, when you become consistent, because you will, after you watch this video, you're going to be better at every area of your life. Like I said, man, I'm trying to do better, man. My wife has gotten me so many planners. Every year she buys me a planner with the hope to ignite a certain level of organization and consistency in me. And shout out to my wife. This is my new one, but you know the crazy thing about it? This is my old one. And my old one, I only used 2 pages in it. So I was like, look, this gotta stop. This gotta stop. She's clearly letting me know something. So number 2 on my list today was don't let your feelings get in the way of you being consistent. Don't let your feelings get in the way of you putting out videos, you shooting that content that you think is a great idea. Like, don't let your feelings get in the way, because ultimately, just like this video is talking about YouTube, how to upgrade your YouTube success, how to level up in 2025. When you let your feelings get in the way of anything, it literally stops you in your tracks. Like, if you wake up in the morning and you're not feeling like working out, you know, you're not feeling too well mentally or physically, you're not going to work out. If you don't feel like going to work, a lot of people will call out because they don't feel like going to work. Feelings get in the way of you calling and checking on your parents, you calling and checking on your sisters or your brothers, or, you know, that best friend, or, you know, just you speaking to your neighbor or being polite or friendly, whatever the case may be. Being in your feelings will stop you from doing a lot of things. And so I've learned that successful people don't let their feelings determine how they're going to go about operating on a day-to-day basis. Like, even if they don't feel like it, they still do it. If they don't feel like working out, they still do it. If they don't feel like, you know, showing up and giving 110%, they still do it. And so that's one of the things that I put on this list, because I think it's very important, not just on YouTube for you to level up, but in real life for you to level up, because I promise you, it's when you don't want to do it, is when you usually see the best results. Like right now, I'm shooting this video, my wife's not here. I love my wife to death. She usually assists me with the lighting and the, you know, setting everything up to make sure I'm positioned correctly. And, you know, I did some trial and error to try to make sure that I was in the right position to shoot this video, but I told myself I was not going to wait for her to get here. Not because I know she wouldn't be willing to do it, but because my feelings were telling me that I wasn't going to do it right. I wasn't going to get it right. The camera, the lighting ain't going to be right. I didn't let my feelings stop me from shooting this video. So here we are. And I quite honestly believe that this is going to be one of my favorite videos so far, because I'm giving you guys some practical tips on what to do based on my experience through YouTube. And so don't let your feelings get in the way. Go out there and knock it out. I promise you, you will feel better. Ironically, at the end of the day, when you know you still continue to be consistent, even though you didn't feel like doing it. Guys, if you're still here for this video, I really appreciate you, as I got a couple of more things to give to you guys, right? So, we're going to talk about compound interest, right? Compound interest, I would say, is right in line with being consistent and not letting your feelings get in the way. Compound interest is something that takes time for you to see results, okay? Compound interest is something that it takes time to see results. Like when you look at it over time, like people in the banking world, if you put some money in an account, and 20 years later in certain accounts, that money will put you in a significantly greater position than you were at the time that you put that money in that account. And that's directly linked to compound interest. Does that only happen in the banking world? No, it happens in real life, right? So we talk about compound interest on your videos. Like when it comes to, you know, putting out these videos about content that you feel like is valuable to the world, it may not become valuable right away. Right? It may take 6 months, a year, 2 years or whatever of you doing this content. And then out of nowhere, somebody sees it and they're like, yo, it's a lot of value in this video. And then they share it with somebody. Now, all of a sudden you wake up and you're somewhere that you weren't 2 years ago. It wasn't just because of that one video. It was because of the compound interest, right? You've been adding value for 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, whatever it had, whatever you've been doing. But because of compound interest, it eventually became valuable. And that does take time. So it's going to require patience. It's going to require staying out your feelings. It's going to require being consistent, and you will see and reap the rewards of compound interest. Pretty simple, right? All right, man, this one really hit me right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know the struggle of trying to get 1,000 subscribers right here on YouTube, right? It took me, I feel like roughly maybe about a year to get to 1,000 subscribers, because I was trying different content, avenues. I was doing a lot of YouTube shorts, a lot of reused content. I ended up like trying to rush. I got monetized and I got demonetized because I wasn't necessarily following the path that I should have been following. And that's why I'm here to give you guys this information so you don't make the same mistake. Here I am today to tell you in 2025, on the first video of the channel in 2025, is to focus on the people that support you. It's a very simple concept, right? Like if you get 5 likes on that video and 2 comments, make sure you respond to them 2 comments. Make sure you go to their channel and see if they got a channel, if they got any content. If you're into that content, go show them some love. I do believe that all love doesn't have to be reciprocated, but I do believe that love is a very important piece to the puzzle when we're talking about success. Because biblically, God has called us to love, right? And love is one of his greatest commandments. So, love thy neighbor, love thy stranger, love an enemy. All of these are very challenging in a world that doesn't really love. It's just not, love is not, being broadcasted like that, because people are upset in traffic. If you in line at the grocery store, people upset, man, it ain't a lot of love being shown. But you don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You need to control what you do and your decisions. And so when you love on those people that support you and you support them, you'll comment on a video. Now you're caring about those people that you have right now that will turn into a lot of people. And you're establishing a standard, right? A standard that I'm going to love on the people that support me. And that's what you want to be known for, because there's a lot of celebrities that people worship, which I find to be a little bit weird. Everybody's worried about this celebrity and their relationship and what they're doing and their money and this, that, and the third. But those celebrities very rarely reach out to you. They're not picking up the phone. They're not responding to comments on your YouTube or your Instagram. It's just not happening. So there's a gap in the industry where it's like somebody who's doing something they love, and then they have people supporting them do the thing that they love. They're actually going back and showing love to that person. What? I'm actually gonna go back and speak to that person. I'm actually gonna go back and support that person. I'm gonna respond to an email. Like, I think that that's the gap. Like we're not all high and mighty, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I think focusing on the group that you have, whether it's small, whether it's, you know, medium or large, I think eventually it will become challenging, but keep it the same, man. Keep your principles the same, that I'm going to talk to my people. I'm going to respond to my people. And I'm going to show them that I appreciate them for taking time out their day to watch this video. So hopefully the guys today, that this video actually makes sense to you, that these are practical steps that you can take to actually improve your YouTube game in 2025, become a better person in 2025. I'm actually following this as well. And, you know it, man. You know that it's all about value over here, man. It's all about love. And you know the saying at the end of the day, love is free, hate costs. You've been watching Mud Talk with your boy, Coach T. I'm out.
Subscribe, like, comment, hit that post notification.
Oh yeah, you heard it first and foremost.
Go hit the like, go subscribe, go all that.
All that, man.